And so, first off, thanks for speaking with me. How are you doing today?
Doing well. A little tired from the week, but I'm doing well. Thank you.
So, for you are a one championship. You're one of the longer fighting one championship fighters. For my Western people who don't really know of you, how did you first get started in mixed martial arts?
Um, in college, pretty much in 2005, when MMA was still relatively, new.
Mm-hmm.
Fell in love with it. Started with jiu-jitsu and Muay Thai.
Mm-hmm.
Fought and fell in love with it pretty much in college. And here,
So, go ahead. I'm sorry.
and here I am. 17 years later, still doing it. So.
Long time to be fighting, man. What keeps you going? Like it's a hard job. Probably one of the hardest in the world being a professional fighter. What is it that keeps a professional fighter like you in the game for so long?
Just my love for it. Me being passionate about getting better, being a better version of myself, taking care of my body. Those are
So outside of fighting, what kind of hobbies do you got, man?
pretty simple. Just hang out with family. Go fishing, go hunting, cooking, just hosting friends. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Hunting season's coming up. You got to be excited, huh?
Yeah, but I gotta do it after my fights.
That stinks. I live in South Louisiana and hunting's real big here, and everybody like hunting season's always like, let's go. We going after Thanksgiving. We go out and we hunt and all that. It's all a lot of fun. What do you like to hunt?
Just deers and even boars. I'm not like I didn't start until I came to Florida.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm pretty relatively new at it. But I've got a couple whitetails and a couple boars. And I like the processing part as well.
Yeah.
The gutting part, the cleaning part, and then just cutting it into pieces and into different cuts and cooking it and just sharing with friends.
So I don't do as much of the hunting, but cooking is my game, man. I love me some cooking. It's like a good steak, good venison, and all that. Yeah.
I'm a relatively good cook as well. So
So you fight Burmese. Do you incorporate like recipes from Myanmar and stuff like that into your cooking, or you usually keep it kind of domestic?
no, for sure. My ethnicity is like a tribe, a northern tribe from Myanmar.
Mm-hmm.
We call Chins, and all my cookings are very like with rice and with curry and spices
Ooh,
and
I love it.
and I like cooking like salmon and salmon head,
Uh-huh.
the whole salmon. We use the whole salmon, the head, the tails, everything.
That's awesome. That's awesome. People didn't tune in to listen to us talk about cooking. So you're fighting on 163 coming up, Okami. Tell me what's preparation been like for you for this upcoming fight?
Very focused, very focused. Um, I do very little of everything else besides training. We train twice a day. Focus a lot on my grappling and on my striking as well, and on my wrestling. So it should be a fun one. I've been watching Okami for a long time now. He's one of my he's one of the Asian mixed martial artists that I look up to, that I've been a fan of. So it's kind of cool.
Yeah, he's been around for a while. He's real good too. He's a fun time, and I always enjoy watching your fights too. And when one announced that, I was like, oh, this is a fun matchup. Was he the original offer for you to come to take the fight at 163?
Yeah, he was. Um, I mean, he called me out, and I wanted to fight him in the summer.
Mm-hmm.
that didn't work out to one championship schedule or whatever. But we finally got this offer, and I was like, man, that's a long ways.
Yeah,
But coming up in 2 weeks now, so it went by fast. And I trained very hard for this one, so I'm excited.
yeah.
It's been a long camp. It's been like a 12-week camp almost. So
So what do you think about one championship's new signings? They got a bunch of new guys coming in, namely Roberto Soldic. What do you think about all that?
I've trained with Roberto.
He's
Roberto came
good.
to our gym. Yeah, very good. Very good striking. Um, very very good. Counter left. Um, and solid. And he's very explosive too. So I'm excited. But he doesn't have an easy fight at all. He's got
No,
a tough matchup.
he's
Style.
jumping right into the deep end, really.
I mean, yeah, deep end. But you know MMA like it's getting big. In the United States, you only know a couple of promotions, but there are so many killers in Russia, in East Europe, in Europe, and like even like South Africa, like relatively unknown people. Like remember Dricus?
Yeah, Dricus Duplessis. He's fighting Darren Till soon. That's crazy.
But you wouldn't 2 years ago you wouldn't know who he was.
Yeah. No, who was he?
When he came and trained with us, and I was, man, this guy is something.
That's
You know, like,
crazy.
yeah, and Darren Till already has a name, but there's what I'm trying to say is there's a lot of people out there that we don't know. The mainstream media doesn't know yet that are really good.
And I'd say one championship has a lot of those fighters. You yourself, they got Roberto now. You got DeRitter. Adriano Moraes is the one of them that comes to my mind, and Timothy Nastjukin, because they had these UFC guys come in, and everybody assumes, oh, Demetrius Johnson's like the best mixed martial artist of all time because he's UFC ready, and like Moraes sparks him.
Yeah,
It was crazy. It was crazy. Um, so being from Myanmar, I love Lithway.
Lewy.
Litway. Okay, I'm sorry. I love Litway. Um, you have a not interest in fighting it, but do you follow the sport any at all?
It's kind of hard right now with the
With the
political.
yeah,
There's no bouts, no fights going on. It's kind of sad.
yeah,
It, it's an art. It's a martial arts over there. But when the country is in a civil war situation, art and education they don't flourish.
mm-mm.
So it's kind of a sad thing. A lot of people know what Lewe is now, but they don't know what's going on in Myanmar. And so like people are just starving. It's just like
It's terrible.
it's horrible. And I don't even want to like think too much about it because I had so much high hopes for Lewitt to become bigger and even be one of the fighting style in one championship. But with what's going on politically, it's going to be hard.
Yeah, and there's no telling how long that lasts. But you did mention it is getting more popular. Names like Dave LeDuc and yourself have championed the sport. One championship announced that they wanted to do let way at one time. Um, what do you think about that internationalization of the sport? Do you think that's good for it, or you think keeping it kind of to its roots in Burma's more of the uh, way to keep it pure?
I mean, Muay Thai is pretty pure.
You're right. Yeah.
Thai is pretty pure. Even when it goes to England, even if it goes to like America, you know, Australia, it's still pretty pure. So same thing. But
Yeah.
again, the issue is political issue. It's like the country's not doing well, so you can't expect their art form to thrive at all right now.
Yeah. 100%. So let's cap it off on a positive note here. You're fighting upcoming in a couple weeks. Why should everybody tune in and watch your fight on One Championship 163?
I mean, if you're a mixed martial arts fan and you like exclamation mark kind of ending, this fight is going to end very violently, and it's going to be a great showing of skill and power. So tune in. It's don't blink. It's going to be a fun fight.
I love it. Ong, I appreciate you. Where can everybody find you on social media to give you a follow?
Uh, First name is Aung La. Last name is N Sang. It's spelled Nsang, and I'm on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter.
Awesome.
I'm on TikTok.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go. I got all of them too, man. I got all of them. I like to get my shows out there. So I'm gonna go drop you a follow, brother, and I'm looking forward to your fight. I'll be rooting for you, man.